G7 foreign ministers met to underscore their support for Ukraine, but also to discuss the crisis in Gaza. They repeated their support for Israel's self-defense and its goal of removing Hamas, but insisted there must be pauses to allow urgent humanitarian aid in.
We have agreed to allow undisrupted humanitarian assistance, including food, water, medical care, fuel, shelter and access for those involved in humanitarian aid access, especially to support a humanitarian pause and a humanitarian corridor.
And following comments from Israel's Prime Minister that Israel will retain open-ended security control over Gaza when the fighting ends, there was clear pushback from the Americans.
What I've heard from Israeli leaders is that they have no intent to reoccupy Gaza and retake control of Gaza. So the only question is there some transition period that might be necessary, and what might be the mechanisms that you could put in place for that to make sure that there is security.
A message repeated by the British.
In the short term, it is inevitable that Israel, because they have the troops in Gaza, will need to have security responsibility. But our view is, as soon as is practicable, a move towards a peace-loving Palestinian leadership as the most desired outcome.
This appears to be the coordinated position of the international community, with the EU issuing the same line on Monday. The focus of international diplomacy may be turning to the day after, but for now, despite growing pressure for some kind of humanitarian pause, Israel's military appears to have a free hand. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.